With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Powers through him. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just like that, it's a gain of 12 and a first down on their first play.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities. And we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash too.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Henry up the middle. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Third and 8. Now it's Jackson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 44-yard line. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early. So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Now a 2nd and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line. 16 yards on that one at a Raven first. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They go play action now. Jackson. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
They run wide side with Henry. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it with Henry. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Jackson. That is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. 4 yards on the touchdown grab. And the Ravens are on the board first here this afternoon. Well, down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Lamb will go in motion. They run here with Rico Dowdle. He'll get a yard, that's all. Get him down at the 28.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing here, Rush. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. The tight end in motion right. On the run, it's Dowdle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, Rush. And that's complete to Cooks. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw is Rush. There again is Cooks, complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch. Not much yardage afterwards.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's 1st and goal after they rip off a solid chunk of yardage in the ground game on a risky 4th down call. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
The Georgia man, Roquan Smith, came in and got him.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Here's Rush to throw. He's got it. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Aubrey good with a PAT. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Called it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Inside handoff, Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. Jackson now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this all the way down to the 15-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 44 yards. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. They set up the screen for Henry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Jackson. And it's caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers from 13 yards out. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for second down. Now Rush. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Tough spot here. 3rd down and 11. Rush. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Out of the shotgun, Rush. In trouble, and he's taken down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Back to throw. Rush. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
He'll fire deep downfield from Lamb. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Cowboys. Rico Dowdle, 71 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 14. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Jackson to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
But based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Jackson. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Now this guy can be everywhere. Kyle Hamilton getting there to drop him for a loss.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Rush. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there, and now it's 3rd down and inches. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Rush working from the gun. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
So on 4th down, out is Brandon Aubrey for the Cowboy field goal. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
So after the made field goal, back out is Aubrey to kick this away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. They'll run it again with Henry. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Donovan Wilson that time there on the tackle.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Here's Jackson. He finds Bateman over the middle. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, sit on.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Jackson. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Throwing is Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down and 4. Rush. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Sacked on the corner blitz by Marlon Humphrey. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
From the gun on third down. Rush. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Mozzie Smith there to bring him down. 2nd and 6 coming up. Again, it's Henry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A little bit of an unconventional call there.
Yeah, but it worked, and how great was that? That's got to give them a lift in this situation.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now a handoff to Henry. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
They'll come up now. 2nd and 9. Again to Henry. Dropped at the 35, so able to display his strength, but not much room to operate. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here now, 3rd down. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still in their back pocket. Here's 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
We can't be totally sure that that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball on the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So it's up now to one of the most accurate kickers in NFL history, Justin Tucker. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And he got it. Justin Tucker boots it through and plays the role of hero. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it.
Well, CD, for the losing side, they had opportunities in this one, but big plays just didn't go their way, especially late, and they have to suffer the L here.
It certainly felt like that takeaway, once it happened, it knocked the wind out of their sails, and they just couldn't get their equilibrium back.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching